with recourse means you can, when there is a default, you can go back. साहब वो लोन जो आपने बेचा था ना, वो डिफॉल्ट कर रहा है अभी, मुझे आप मेरा 11% दे दो, आपको जो करना है आप उनके साथ कर लो, you give it to me. Securitization with recourse. Recourse means you can go back. Without recourse means what? You guys are extremely sharp, but I still like to get the entire audience together. Without recourse means, भाई मेरे वो एग्रीमेंट जरा पढ़, हाँ बराबर है मैंने लोन दिया था उनको अभी, लेकिन आई हैव सोल्ड इट टू, वो एग्रीमेंट पढ़ो, क्लॉज 6A, उस पर लिखा है विदाउट रिकोर्स, डोंट कम टू मी, जाओ उसके साथ आप निपटाओ. Risk has been transferred to you without, absolutely, yes. In a without recourse loan, Citibank has to go back to that customer yourself. एक मिनट, ब्रिजेश साहब से चालू करके then I'll come to you for a question. Just one last line. Where are the margins better? साहब प्लीज, मैंने दिया है आपको की. Margins for Citibank, where is it better? Risk return without recourse. Securitization deals were done by US banks. It was done with whom? Deutsche Bank, DK Bank, yes, DKB Bank, Marque Bank, Chinese ICBC Bank. Securitization किया, किसने किया? अपना, our case, US banks originated, then they went and distributed the risk. Now there are two types of banks which happened there. Banks like Marque Bank, Paripa, suna hai? Paripa, they went for this type of transactions without recourse. What attracted them was absolutely, इधर क्या होता है, if without, with recourse you are getting 11%, without recourse you make 11.75%. आपने बोला risk return. I really liked it. I got the response out, right? Please understand, people went for that incremental margin. छोड़ना यार, अभी what, that possibly what he said, and I like the way he said it. Possibly because he wanted to report higher profits, make the shareholders happy. Share prices go up, they get their stock options cleared. Possible, but the fact remains that most of these guys went for without recourse. The guys who are crying today, European banks, are the ones which have gone for without recourse. Please understand, and now I'll take questions. What went wrong in this entire deal was not securitization, was the fact that most of the deals were without recourse. Banks willingly accepted that risk, and today they have to pay for it. If today, with due respects, I do not know what is the exposure because the article nahi bola. If a Kuwait banks are facing it, they have to face the music because possibly they also went without recourse to get that extra margin. Now please understand, when times are good, you will be praised. क्या सही है यार, he is doing so well, कितना risk ले रहा है, and he is making so very high returns, 0.75% higher returns. ये आदमी कुछ risk ही नहीं लेता है, so he is making only 11%. When the times turn bad, analysts like me, we write brilliantly. When the time turns bad, what a great guy. ये उल्टा, he is great. He never took any risk. He saw it coming. तुम लोग क्या किया? You couldn't see that coming, right? Citibank, darling of investors, today down by 60%. Down by 60%. Countrywide, down. Darling of investors, 2004-5, countrywide means wonderful. Today, down by 75%. Countrywide shares. Okay, times change, analysts change their opinion. Point to be noted, securitization without recourse is where the problem came in. And now the OD model is complete. Origination and distribution. This entire deal, securitization, एक term याद रखना है आपको, was done in the form of following securities. RMBS, Residential Mortgage Backed Securities. RMBS stands for Residential Mortgage Backed Securities. Residential Mortgage Backed Securities. Why? What does the word mortgage mean? Real estate. What was the underlying asset of that instrument that was being sold? What was the, right, property. But which property? Residential property. That is why the term is, if it is an ordinary mortgage, they call it MBS. Mortgage backed securities. If it is any other thing except real estate, they call it ABS. ABS kya hai dost? Asset backed securities. Thanks. Here they have specifically called it RMBS. Residential mortgage backed securities. World over, RMBS was floating around. People subscribed to it and the contagion effect has come into play. Part 2, now I am going to discuss, after obviously taking all the questions and notings, right, how the bubble burst. Over a period of time, the low interest rates fueled something. It fueled an asset bubble. Prices kept going up. And the step brother of interest rates now started going up. We discussed that yesterday. When Bernanke took over, after some time, Bernanke said, what's happening here? Inflation is going on, going up. I need to control inflation. I got a sense of my entire audience, right? You will give me the answer. Brijesh, what do you think Bernanke would have done to control inflation? Yes? Absolutely. Increase? Increase money supply or increase? एक सेकेंड दो ना, हाँ एक सेकेंड दो. I'll help you, sir. Get the answers. Others have got it. Allow me to invest 1 minute extra. There is a problem with inflation. Inflation is too much money chasing too few goods. So now you find inflation is going up. You want to bring down inflation. Sunil, what would you do? Too much money chasing too few goods. What would you do? Absolutely. Here it is. He's pulling out money. Thank you, sir. Increase CRR, SLR. Abhi khatam. Game start ho gaya. What will happen? Interest rates going up. 1% say 5.25%. 1% say 5.25%. बहुत बड़ा है उनके लिए. Right? 1 to 5.25% in 18 months. Why? He was battling inflation. Hello? I was ready to pay interest at the rate of 1%. I was always a ninja. You gave me a loan. I can't pay. I'm foreclosing my loan. I'm defaulting. नहीं है पैसा. Come, मेरा घर लेके जाओ. चलो ना, लेके जाओ. I can't. You keep on resetting. When you gave me a loan, it was 1%. You never guided me, telling me that you gave me a floating interest rate. You never guided me properly. I don't have money. Take your asset. I'm foreclosing. I'm defaulting. Paisa nahi hai dost. Ninja hai main pehle se hi. You knew it. I'm foreclosing. Le lo. Bank started taking over assets. Dhana dhan. Default rate went up. Excuse me. Bank started taking over asset. ये वो बैंकर्स वो घर पे जाके रहने नहीं वाला है. क्या करने वाले हैं अभी वो? They are going to sell it. Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Demand supply changed. Supply went up. What is this discussion? Huh? You are a buyer. Today's price is 500. कुछ भी हाँ units आप पकड़ो sir. You are sure that after some time the prices will come down because you see lot of supply coming in. Public आ रहा है बेचने को, right? You are sure that the prices are going to come down. Okay? क्या करोगे साहब? Thank you. That is what कितना logical है यार, right? It is what is the beginning of a crash. Why? The genuine buyers will wait for market to bottom out. Bottom मतलब नीचे hit करने का. Why buy at 500? This price is going to come to 400. So you move out of the market. People are selling. Genuine buyers are moving out. There is no bottom to the market is crashing. Tham! Subprime crisis has erupted. When BNP Paribas went to sell its securities in the market and there was nobody to buy it, suddenly the European bankers also woke up saying, hey, what is this that we are holding? It has no value. We paid such a heavy price for it. It has no value. Nobody is buying this. There's a big crisis that has erupted. Subprime crisis has erupted exactly on the face of everybody